What is going on, my friends? Back again with another video. Today, something completely new, something completely unique to this channel, something I'm super excited about. I'm going to be talking about how you can apply Google Deep Dream to scenes of your videos. So this is something that a lot of you probably have never heard about, have never been exposed to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave a bunch of resources down in the description. You can check out, you can read about this, you can learn more about this. So basically, just to give you a small overview of what Deep Dream is, Deep Dream actually uses Google's artificial intelligence programs that looks for patterns, faces, and images. And they found that it creates this really weird psychedelic kind of look where it can find dog faces, animals, different swirls, and things like that. So Google actually opened up the source code of this technology to developers, and a lot of different websites have been popping up where you can actually upload your images and create these kind of weird psychedelic deep dream images. Well, there's some information out there, not a lot, where you can apply code to actually automate using this technique to apply to a bunch of different images and then putting them together to make a video. So I'm going to show you the method I make just to create these kind of Google Deep Dream videos. I'm not going to be using any code to do this. I'm just going to be using some of the tools that are available on the internet. So putting this all together does take sort of a process. It's not hard to do, but it does take time for the Google Dream to process each frame of video. You guys should already know that if you shoot in 24 frames per second, that means 1 second of video is going to be 24 frames or 24 images. So this can be a process. I recommend that you use this process for any kind of shorter video or maybe just like one scene in a video. But if you do want to create a longer video, I recommend you look up the Python code version, the way you can automate this using code. Like I said, all resources will be in the description. This is super easy to do, I promise you guys. This is not complicated. Okay, so I'm going to import the video I want to apply this effect onto. I'm going to bring in this 4K clip right here, and I'm dropping this onto a 24 frames per second timeline because that is what I shot the video in. I'm also at the end going to show you how to do this with slow motion clips, as well as just to save you time in this process, I'm going to show you some cool little tips and tricks that you can do just to kind of stretch out the Google Dream so that you don't have to take as long. Because like I said, you're going to have to apply this to each individual frame, but you guys will know what I'm talking about more in about a minute. So let's right click this, and I'm just going to scale this to frame size. And I'm only going to do this to like 1 second to 2 seconds of the actual video. So this spot right here, so I'll Control K that, and then I'll delete that. And at the end of this, like I said, I'm going to apply some tricks to stretch this out so it goes longer, but we'll do that at the end. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the beginning of this clip. Okay, so we have the spot that I want to deep dream. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to go to my desktop. Now that I'm on my desktop here, what I'm going to do is just right click anywhere, and I'm just going to go to new. I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to make a folder called Google Deep Dream, and this is where we're going to store all of the frames of video. So what we're going to do to actually create this is we're actually going to take frames out of the video, and then we're going to put them through some of these online Google Deep Dream resources that we have on the internet, and then just bring them back into Premiere and make them a video. And like I said, this is super easy, just follow along. So we have our folder. I'm going to go back into Premiere, position myself at the first frame, and I'm just going to click this button right here. This is the screenshot button. So export frame, and I'm going to name this 1, and go ahead and change this to JPEG. It's probably on default already on BMP, so make sure that is a JPEG, and then we're going to go ahead and click browse. We're going to go to our desktop, and then we're going to drop it into our Google Deep Dream folder right here. So go ahead and click select folder, and then go ahead and click OK. And now click on our timeline. Use your arrow keys. I'm going to click to the right once. So once, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to name this one 2. Make sure that our Google Deep Dream folder is still the one selected and it's a JPEG. Okay. And then I'm just going to keep going down the list. So click 1 frame over, screenshot it, and then just keep going up. 3. I'm going to name this one 4. Okay, so I just went through the process. I exported all those frames. It took about like 3 minutes. So let's go back and check our desktop. Let's open up this folder, and here is what we have. We have all the screenshots out, and it came to about 2 seconds and then 1 extra frame, because like I said, I shot this in 24 frames per second, which means in 1 second there's 24 frames, and plus another second, 48 frames in total. So you kind of have to think about video as like a flip book of pictures. That's really how it works. Now click the links in the description. There's a few different ones I'm going to list. The one that I primarily use, that I like to use a lot, is this one right here. This is called Psychic VR Lab, and it's pretty simple. All you do is just click choose file and then throw it in there. There's no extra stuff. There's no emailing it to you. Just be aware that it's like a public feed of what's going to be seen. So there's always weird pictures of like naked people and stuff like that. So if you don't want your video like thrown up there for everyone to see, try and find one where you can put it in a private folder. I know you can make an account on this one, Deep Dream. This is the actual Deep Dream generator website, but the majority of what I use is this right here, Psychic VR Lab. Now you can choose to give them the CPU power, and you get a fast pass for doing this. So that's something you can consider. Normally it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to actually process all your your frames. So it's not that bad at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click choose file. I'm going to go to my desktop. You're going to see right here my Google Dream folder where I put all my screenshots. What I'm going to do now is just click one, go ahead and click open, and then I'm going to click Deep Dream. And this is the waiting screen you're going to see. It's going to say your computer is now dreaming. It's processing your image. It's processing your image now. So all you need to do is just keep clicking upload photo and then choose your file and then just go through that process for however long it takes. So make sure you don't miss any of these frames. If you want, you could open it up in new tabs just to kind of keep track of it. Okay guys, so I went through the process. I uploaded all these. Now I just need to wait, periodically refresh this page right here. Obviously I'm going to cut through so you guys don't have to wait for that. I'm going to throw all the pictures in, show you some little tweaks you can do to make it look better and create that awesome Google Deep Dream video. Okay guys, so the deep dreaming just finished up. I actually went through and did it with another sequence of video just so I can have more examples to show you guys. So now all you need to do is just go to the very first one of this. You can control click all of them just to put them in different tabs. Then bring up the tab, right click, save image as, and then put it in your Deep Dream folder, but name it something else. So I'll name it like _1, _2, something like that. Just make sure you're going in order, resave all the clips. And you're going to see on this clip that I showed you, we got some real crazy things going on with the balloons. And then we've also got some other cool stuff I'm going to show you. So the reason I use two different clips is at the end of this, I want to show you how to do it with slow motion clips. So let's go back into Premiere. Let's go ahead and find that folder that's on our desktop. So I'm going to open it up right here, Google Deep Dream. Okay, so now what you can do is just drag each of these in here. So I'm going to drag in 1D, and I'm actually going to make this only one frame. So I'm going to zoom in here using Control-Alt, move over one frame, so click one right arrow key, and then I'm just going to cut that and then delete this. So we have our one frame right here. If you want to do this a little bit faster, what I do is I just drag it in like this. I click the C key, cut one frame, click the V to go to my pointer, and then just delete the excess. And then I just do that super quick. So that'll help you just go through this process a little bit faster. Okay guys, so I have all the frames lined up just like this. Now all I need to do is just select all of these images, right click them, and then just scale to frame size like that. And then I'm going to play that out for you. It looks really, really cool. Awesome Google Dream video. Awesome Google Dream video. So some cool stuff you can do just to add on to this is you can right click all this, just nest it so you have it as one selected clip. And you can actually go up to your effect controls and you can change around some of the opacity so it's kind of overlaid onto your bottom clip. So you could change it to darken maybe, or something like lighten so you can keep your original quality but still have that crazy kind of like Google Dream filter over it. And it's always going to look different depending on what blending mode or what clip you use. Like for example, I did that kind of overlay thing with this clip right here. Turned out really well. I also applied a LUT onto the Google Dream thing just so it was less green and I made it more blue. So you can color grade or make any color adjustments. Now I'm going to show you how you can just stretch this out so it can be a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is just right click our nested sequence. I'm going to go to speed duration. I'm going to make speed 50, and then I'm going to make time interpolation optical flow, and then I'm going to click OK. So it's going to look a little bit choppy when you play it back, but if you just click on this and then go to sequence and then render the selection. So here's what that looks like, just kind of this really cool psychedelic look with the Google Dream on top of it. And I really like how that turns out. You can get some really cool stuff. So we've got like a good 4 seconds of Google Dream video right here with that awesome optical flow. And the optical flow kind of adds into it. Now to wrap this tutorial up, guys, I'm just going to show you what you can do to actually get slow motion footage and use it in the same process that I went through with the normal 24 frames per second footage. It's in 120 frames per second, but to make that in 24 and automatically put it in slow motion, what I'm going to do, just right click it in the project bin, go to modify and then interpret footage, and then I'm just going to click assume this frame rate and then make sure it's on 24 or 30, whatever you usually shoot in, and then just click OK. It's going to automatically be in slow motion, and then you can take your 24 frame screenshots out of that, throw it in Google Dream, and then do the whole process over again. Get some really awesome results. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you guys are new here, check us out. Subscribe to the channel. Regular content, tutorials, music videos. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys are giving me with these videos. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.